Alright, we're back here this morning to finish up the roof on these wood sheds. I'm going to use these 2x6s for rafters, and I know that there's going to be some people that are going to say you're crazy for doing it the way you're doing it, and they're probably going to disagree with the way I'm going to do it, but for me, this is a wood shed. Needs to get done quick, fast, so this is how we're going to do it. Parachute bag, nails, hammer. It's going to be one of my header boards, so let's nail it in. These are not only going to be utilized for my rafters, but they're going to keep this from spreading as we stack wood. Now I'm double stacking these because that'll give me just enough height to put a board up, just enough for water to run off. And looking at that, I am probably not even going to bird's mouth those. The mighty Tillerman is here to help. What are you doing, you big fuzz man? You're here to help, aren't you? Yes. and solid. Get my purlins crossed here, we'll have no problem with that at all. Now we'll cut our purlins, put them on. Actually, we'll put our purlins on, then we'll cut them. Where some people are going to disagree with what I do, but it's a woodshed, so I'll show you. I mean, the main roof up there is kind of regular carpentry, kind of, but you know, it's 1/4 inch, it's whatever. This is going to be a little different. People might not like it, but this is how she's going to go in. Instead of putting on purlins and going through all that, I'm going to go above my stiffener board there, and I'm going to screw these right down into this. And because of the pitch of this roof being so steep, there's probably never going to be any reason why I'd have to worry about that. The impact is way better for what I'm doing here. One and a half, right? Center would be 21 and a half. Uh-oh. Got a problem. I'm going to go see if I have one more piece of this that I could use. I have another piece that'll work, so we're going to put this one in. Nice sliver, perfect. All right, they're all on. Now I'm going to go up and I'm going to put one screw in the center of each one of those, and that's it. And I'm going to lay tin right on here. That'll be fine. Cut some tin. All right. Let's put these two pieces on. All right. Throw my tin up there. I'm going to go around the other side and place it, and we'll screw it on. That's just right there. Let's get some screws. Tired of climbing up and down. There, now I can stand on that. Now, it's time to put this tin down, so let's screw it on.
As low as I can go, and don't you try to love me, 'cause I ain't worth loving no more. Saving our soul, would you like to take my place? Cry for me, but don't you.
And that is going to be just enough angle to let that water run off. Alright, that's done. This roof, even if it gets 2.5, 3 feet of snow on it, is not going to be enough to collapse it being this short. All I needed it to do was drain water off the back, and it'll do that fine. Here, we're just going to wing this. It's going to be around 6 feet long. This piece was a piece I had left over from my woodshed. So I did pay for this one, but it's been laying around up to my shop for like 12, 14 years. So it's time it found a home. And it's gonna find one right there. What I have here is this side of my shed faces directly down the valley. So all the weather comes up and smacks it right here. So in order to keep the snow and the rain off, I'm going to put this tin on this side.
Cry for me, and then just leave me alone. Cry for me, love it, don't you stay. Please, cry for me, then just walk away.
Our hurricanes are great.
Cry for me, don't you help me, please. Just cry for me, and close the door when you leave.
That tin's going to hold that rain and snow out pretty well. There'll be a little bit get in, but it's actually good for it to get a little bit on it, because my big shed, every once in a while down there, when you get a really cold morning and the sun comes out, it's like it's raining in that shed. But it never hurts my wood, as long as you can keep the main body off and it keeps from getting wet and staying wet. And that's what this shed's gonna do. My wife and I are working on 2 different projects here at camp. These are what you call battens. This is the board in batten style. And what had happened, let's see if you can see that. This batten is kind of loose. They nailed it at the top and the bottom, but they didn't do anything in the center. So these are all loose. So she's going around and drilling those and putting drywall screws in these. These will work just fine, because they'll get the treatment over them. Okay. Probably have to get off to the side a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna leave her go to her work, and around here, where we left off was, I had put this up, this panel, and it's got drywall screws in it. And since I have gotten tin screws, so I'm gonna go along and replace these eventually. But right now I'm working on this other side. I'm trying to get this tin that was originally for my old woodshed down at the shop. I'm trying to get this located up here. So I've pinned this with a screw here, and I'm going to go up and I'm going to cut that tin so it goes up underneath there a little bit. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to put this other piece on over and cut it and measure everything at the same time, so it all works the way I want it to. And then I'll put it in and screw it down, and we'll go around and finish up that other side. Then we have a piece of old fiberglass out of a job I did for myself years ago. It's not in the greatest shape, but all it's going to do is go on the back of this woodshed and protect this from the rain and the snow. And it's going to come up like this one does and let some air underneath and air over top. So I'm just going to tack this on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to paint all this when we're done, and it'll look real nice. So let's go. Then we can go up and measure everything out and cut it over. Where I want that.
If you choose right, maybe you can sleep at night. And if you don't, well, maybe not.
These back off.
And if you live well, maybe there's someone to tell of all the things you haven't got. What can one man do to make these words ring true? Sing me a song, sing it with passion. Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain. If you need to try another point of view, it might just be a better choice. of a rafter, the only thing that matters is that we finally found our voice. What can two men do to make these words ring true? My, sing me a song, sing it with passion. Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain. Got both feet firmly on the ground and say you need it now, and it will be somehow, yeah.
Style screws are nice for certain applications. These screws have a 1/4 inch bit and they don't come off. There's a magnet in there. They never slip. They just go in.
What can a nation do to make these words ring true? Oh, my, sing me a song, sing it with passion. Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain. Sing me a song, sing it with passion. Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain.
It's looking pretty good. I mean, it's old tin. It's going to shed the water just fine, and we're going to paint it anyway. So we're great. Now we're going to cut these bottoms off.
Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain. Sing me a song, sing it with passion. Poetic justice is its name. Sing me a tune, one go out of fashion, something to help me with this pain. Help me with this pain. Sing me a song, sing it with passion.
There, that'll keep our camp wood nice and dry. And I didn't even do a bad job cutting it. But we're going to cut off those edges. I don't want anybody running into those.
Something to help me with this pain. Gotta help me with this pain.
Probably it'd be me.
Sing me a song, sing it with
All our wood down in here is underneath the tin now. The one will be kept dry and the wind will come through and season it nice. So we're done with this side. We need to do and finish this side. So first, we're going to replace all these drywall screws with regular tin screws, and we'll do that first. What are you doing, Tiller? Are you here to help? Are you here to help me out? Okay, let's get to work, dude. Ready? Ready to go to work? Nah, I think he's probably going to lay down. This tin's pretty beat up, so I'm not too worried about dinging it. This battery here, I dropped it a while back, a year or so ago, and I broke the tangs off here where it's supposed to lock, so it doesn't. So you kind of have to hold it. Still works, the battery's good. Those are replaced. Let's put the back on. All right, how I'm going to work this is I'm going to pin the ends of this and pin it up where I want it, and then I'm going to get a pen and mark where all my ends are, and then I won't have any issue there. Skip every other one, and that'll be enough screws to hold that on forever. And then what I'll do is I'll run a straight edge across. One other little job I'm going to do here today, and I have some of this tin left over, so I'm going to cut it and fill this gap down through here. Okay, I've taken these screws back out here so I can put these little pieces on the end. Back on, the other one ready to measure it. Down that ridge. Now this first cut I did was pretty ratty right here. So I'm going to put that under. And I'm just going to screw them in, and then I'm going to hammer them over. Now, this is not the most amazing structure I've ever built, but it's a woodshed. And it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. It's going to keep our wood dry. This is for our burn ring wood here, and this is for our camp stove wood. Up here, we have things that we need around camp, and they're all protected from the weather. So, we're going to paint this, like I said, and it's going to look pretty good when we're done. So anyway, that's the end of the camp woodshed project. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.
Cry.